Okay, so for my next video, I'm going to create some user profiles in the Active Directory so that users can log on any computer and see, the files that they have and have access to them. All right, I'm going to create two different profiles. I'm going to do for roaming profile and the user profile. Okay, for the user profile, I'm going to create a home folder. Okay, so the roaming profile is going to allow the users to log onto any computer on the network and have access to the files. And the home folder is going to save all the settings and so on for the particular users, right? So first thing first, I'll go to my virtual machine and bring up the server. Okay, just unlock this. Right, so what I'm going to do on the server here, let me just close off this server manager. Okay, first thing first on the server, I'm going to go to open up my Windows Explorer and go to my C drive. And on my C drive, I'm going to create two new folders. Okay, click on C and click new folder. This first folder here, I'm going to call this folder home. Back to my C drive, right click, new folder. So let's call this one roaming. Alright. So after creating these two folders, I'm going to go and change the folder properties. I'm going to share the folder. So in this case here, I'm going to, for the roaming folder, I'm going to click on share, and I'm going to add a new person I want to share this folder with. In this instance here, I'm going to go to add everyone, and I'm going to change the permission levels from everyone, and I'm going to put this here to be a co-owner. Okay, share that, done, close. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the home folder I created earlier on, properties, share this folder, share, add a new person. I'm going to add everyone again, and I'm going to change the permissions from everyone here to co-owner, share this, done, close. Alright, so these two folders I have created here to, let's say one is the home folder and one is the roaming folder. Alright, next step now on the server, I'm going to go to Active Directory, start administrative tools, Active Directory users and computers. Just wait for the snapping to pop up. Right, and NAD, I'm going to go to the users folder, and for user John Doe, I'm going to right click, go to properties, and on the profile tab for John Doe. Now just a quick thing before I go to the profile tab. The properties for John Doe, you're going to see quite a few different tabs here for him. Starting with the first tab, this is the general tab. So basically, I'm just going to put like the general info for John Doe here. His name, address, telephone number, email, and stuff like that. there is a tab here called account. For instance, this account is going to have like the username, right? Different options in his account. His account gets locked out for something, like so for instance, I'm trying too many times to sign on and put in the wrong password and it gets unlocked. I can unlock it from here. I can change whether the the account expires and in this instance it's checked in never, so he's never going to expire on the system. But I can also put a date for him to expire at, and this is, take for instance, he's a temporary employee, he's only here for like 6 months or something like that. When that instance, what you will do is you will come and you'll put a date that 6 months from today when he joined, his account is going to expire, because by then is going to be his contract is going to be up with the company, and you don't want to have his account held over for him to have access to it at any point in time further than that, unless his status changed. Okay. The profile tab here, we have two areas here. We have user profile and home folder. In the field here for user profile, we will go back to the Explorer tab, the Windows Explorer tab, and we will find where we created the two folders. And in this instance here, we're going to look to for the roaming folder. If we right click on that and go on properties, click on sharing, we will see click on the share. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing here. On advanced sharing. Oh, I'm also on the wrong thing here. Okay, we clicked on the wrong roaming folder just now there. We need to click on the one that we created in the root of the C drive. So go back to there and we'll right click on that folder and then click on properties, right, and then click back to the sharing tab, and here we will see network path for the roaming folder. We will copy that path address and go back into Active Directory, go back to John Doe's profile, right, and then the user profile and the path name, the profile path, sorry, we will paste that address. Right, so this is the network path that will point back to the roaming profile here, and what we will do is that we will add on the end of that path address, we also need to add an extension here. We're going to / percent sign username, sorry, the / the reverse slash username, all right, percent sign SERNAME, all right, and end this with the percent sign again. Okay, then we're gonna go back to the C drive, or local C drive. Let's pull back up and close up the properties here for the roaming folder. Go back to your local C drive now, and for the home folder we created, again right click, properties, sharing, gonna copy and paste the network path for the home folder, copy, go to Active Directory for John Doe, right click on him, go to his properties, and in the home folder area here we're gonna click on the connect option. I like this letter Z for some reason, so I will leave the drive letter Z here under the to field. I'm going to paste the path for the home folder, and just like what I did with the user profile, I'm gonna reverse slash %sign USER username %sign. Okay, and I'm gonna apply Mr. John Doe. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for the user Martin Pereira. Alright, go to properties and profile, connect. In this instance here, I'm going to just use a different drive letter. Just finding the arbitrary letter, I'm going to use says Martin Pereira. I'm going to use the drive letter M for his first name, and paste the path address for the home folder, extension, the username extension. Then I'm going to go back to Explorer and get for the woman profile. Properties. Copy. Martin Pereira again. Okay, and I'm going to put the network, paste the network path in here for the woman profile again for that user. Backslash %sign username %sign, and then I'm going to apply this and click OK. Now I'm going to go to one of my Windows 7 PCs that I have on the network. That's part of the Technorons domain. So I go to my virtual machine, Windows 7, log on to this machine here. I'm log on to this machine as M. Pereira. Okay. All right. So let's see. For logging onto the Windows 7 machine as M. Pereira, if I go and create a folder here, right? Create a new folder, and Martin. And in this folder, I can go and create a text file, for instance. So if I look for, like, say, Notepad, accessories. Okay, let's say I go to Notepad and I create a text file. I save this text file in the Martin folder. Save as Martin.txt. I save this in that folder I just created, in the Martin folder. Alright, and I close that. I can now copy this folder, go to the network, and on the Windows server, I will see here roaming folder that's shared. I can double click on this folder and I can paste in here the Martin folder that I just created earlier on. Right now, if I log off of this machine, and I go to my other Windows 7 machine here, and I log on to this machine as Martin. I already logged on this machine here. I've logged on to as John Doe. So if I come to this machine here, hang on a second, good, and I switch user, so I can log on to this user, this machine as user Emperor. Okay, other user Emperor. It's gonna give it a couple of minutes just to log me on. Sorry, I gotta change the username here, was incorrect. Pereira, not Pereira. Right. Right, so after logging on to this second computer, I can go to Explorer, I can go to the network, I'm going to connect to the server, and if I click on the roaming folder, I shall see here a folder called Martin, which I saved to this drive earlier on. Double click on this and I shall be able to open this and have access to the same Martin document I created earlier, right? I can make changes to this document. I can add some additional information. And save that information to this particular file. Save this, close this, and if I go back to the other computer I was logged on to, now after I'm doing this, I can now close this out, right? And I can log off of this computer, log off, right? And I can now go and log back onto the first computer I was logged on to, where I initially created the file and folder. Log back onto here. Okay, cancel this. Right. I can go back here now, back into the network, into the Explorer, and go back onto the network drive that on the server. Go back into the roaming, and there's Martin again. And if I open this folder and open the document, I will see the change that I did on to this file when I log on to the other computer. Okay, so that's it for the creation of the roaming profiles. Next video I'll show you all how to do the DNS, create the forward and reverse lookup zones in DNS. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you guys have a pleasant evening.